need to get on this, and
Yeah.
getting on this we are.
Oh, good.
So
Great. Grand.
great,
Fantastic.
phenomenal, right?
Superb.
Superb. So,
Superb.
so Frosthaven, let's do it. We'll throw that in there too.
Cool.
Cool, cool. Frosthaven. New tab. Paste. Frosthaven. I mean, because like we're currently still like the behind the scenes, we can probably even start the show with that, so people are like, I heard them talk about that.
All right. If you want me to start with that, that's fine.
We could do that. Let's do
Yeah.
that. All right. Let's refresh and stream manager. We're on episode 7, bro. We made it.
We
It's
did
all it's all downhill from here.
it. Mm. Oh, from here.
Yeah. All right. And we're on. Welcome
Yes.
back, everybody, to another episode of Two Host, One Mini Table. I am your host this evening, and with me is my co-host, Mr. Ecto J. What's happening?
What's happening, peoples? How's it going?
What's going,
Ecto
bro?
J in the house.
So, you're on lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We're getting there. We're probably gonna get there soon here. Um, it's getting cray cray. But what you been up to, bro? What's going on?
Nothing. Just literally staying home and, just keeping it safe. Keeping it safe and staying home and just entertaining myself. Shows, video games, board games. That's what we got to do. Just keep
That's
ourselves entertained.
that's exactly what we got to do. So shows, board games, video games. Um, let's start with shows, man. What have you been binging?
I finished watching Tiger Belly, man. I'm Tiger Belly.
Tiger Belly.
Tiger King. Tiger
King?
Belly. Tiger Belly's Bobby Lee's podcast. So Tiger on Netflix.
I'm on episode 1. I'm on episode 1, part 1. Was from what my understanding is there's 3 parts.
No, 7.
7.
7.
Damn. Okay.
7. And you know what? It's not enough. It's yo, that is the craziest show ever, and it's craziest documentary ever.
And it's like it's become a meme phenomenon, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
Every meme I've seen recently.
It's even in Animal Crossing. I've seen Animal Crossing
Yeah,
memes of Tiger King.
Dude, nuts. All right, so Tiger King. What else?
You know what I am watching? That I started from the beginning, maybe when this shit started happening. Curb Your Enthusiasm. You ever watched?
No, but I keep being told to watch it.
Okay. Watch. If you can't get past like 2 or 3 episodes, I say don't watch the show, because I'm not that type of person. You know how people are like, "Hey, wait, it gets good." I'm like, "Yo,
Bail.
You don't
Bail.
get, And this is one of those shows where you either gonna be like, "Okay, I like it," or you're gonna be like, "All right, I'm done." I love complaining, neurotic, just confrontational humor, and that is basically what it is. It's so good. It's
That's the one with Larry David, right?
Yes, who
Okay.
the creator of Seinfeld.
Yes,
Did you like Seinfeld?
I did.
Oh, then watch it.
Okay.
Watch it.
I did like Seinfeld. Curb Your Enthusiasm is one that often gets tossed around with Arrested Development. Too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm told to watch that one.
Yeah.
So those are 2 shows that I want to get into. I started Tiger King. I'm on episode. Like I said, I just finished episode 1. I haven't been watching a lot of shows, man. Honestly.
No. Gaming.
gaming mostly and movies.
Okay, movies. What you got?
We revisited. What did we watch the other? Wolf on Wall Street. Always a good one.
Fantastic movie.
Always a good movie.
Yeah.
So we rewatched that one. What did we watch the other night? I watched Prisoners. With Hugh Jackman, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
That was pretty good, and the kid from 13 Reasons Why. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
That was kind of like a thriller.
A
Like
thriller. Okay.
Yeah, like a suspense thriller, not like more maybe like a suspense drama.
Okay.
You know, kids being kidnapped kind of thing.
Okay.
So that was good. I enjoyed that one. I always like Hugh Jackman, and I like Jake Gyllenhaal as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So two great actors. What else? And I just watched again tonight, or rewatched The Martian
The Martian.
with Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Man. Oh, The Martian. You know what I'm confusing that with? Red Planet.
Red Planet.
Was it Red Planet? Is that what it's called? With Val Kilmer? Ah.
Maybe I think so.
Oh yeah, that's I know that's just way older, but still.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space Mars movies.
Wrote Total Recall.
Mhm.
It's one of them. I don't know if Dune was around that time.
Yeah, Dune is old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot.
So that was pretty good. The Matt Damon on Mars flick. So I haven't really watched shows. What I I keep saying it. It's episode 7. I still haven't done it. I have to.
Oh, like different
Witcher.
down there. Oh, Witcher. You still. Oh, you're never gonna.
So I want to watch that. I want to watch Tiger King. I want to rewatch
No,
Mr.
fucking
Robot.
watch Tiger King. I'm upset that we're not getting into it. When you're finished,
We're gonna get into
we gotta
it.
get into it. We gotta give it. Yeah. And it's gonna be a spoiler one. Like I want to talk about it.
Oh, we're spoiling. Okay. All right.
It gives all people, just enough time to watch it if they haven't watched Tiger King, because it is the fucking craziest shit. We'll break it down by episode.
Okay. All right.
It's nuts.
All right. So that does it for shows. What video games have you been up to?
Resident Evil's coming out tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight Thursday. So I've been playing. I've Resident Evil 2 remake, and I kind of like do the second part of it. Like I just played it as Leon. I didn't play as Claire, so I just finished that.
Oh, so you played Claire your first go round?
I played Leon my first.
Okay, because I played
Claire,
Leon my first go round too.
How'd you like the game?
Resident Evil Remake 2?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah.
I realizing it's super fun. I'm like, you know what? This is a lot of fun about this.
We had that discussion, like, I think it was one of our first episodes, where it was like, it was a good remake. Like, I prefer it over the classic. Like,
Yeah.
Classic, let's be honest, it was great for its time, and I respect it. It paved the way, but, like, tank controls were hot garbage.
Yeah.
I hated having to cut scenes every time you open and close the door.
Yeah.
So in this one, it's very fluid. You open the door and you walk through it. I loved it. I loved Resident Evil 2. The ominous following of
Mr. X, man.
Mr. X.
Ooh. And the music, like you just
and you get to the sewer and you think you're safe.
Nope.
So yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
Such a good game.
I may have to check out 3. 3
I'll tell you how it
is
is. I already bought it. It's in my queue.
Nemesis.
And then they had that multiplayer too. I downloaded it on my PS4.
Did you hear that supposedly there is a petition going out to say leave 4 alone, don't remake 4?
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Yeah?
Uh, 4 is probably one of the games I've played and beaten the most in my life. Like Evolve 4, I've played in almost every system it came out for, and beaten it.
I played it on the GameCube when I was in the Marine Corps. Stationed
one
in
of them too.
Okinawa.
Yeah, that's when it first came out. GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fantastic
What
game.
you buying?
It's dare I say one of my I think it's one of the best games ever.
One of the best games ever. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying it just like when I'm playing it, I'm like, because why would I keep on playing a game that has a narrative like that? You know, like I know what's happening. It's not for the story. It's
Sure.
like it's just a fun fucking game.
right on. That's so it easily makes your top 5 then.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my top 5.
What would you say is your top 5?
Shit, that's too hard. That's too hard.
Come on,
Because
man.
because I already know what number 1 is, because it's a game that I'll never stop playing. It's like Tetris, and that's terrible to say. That doesn't even make
Why?
sense.
No.
Because it's like not an answer.
If you were on
Like,
a desert, if you were stuck in a quarantine for the rest of your life and you couldn't go out,
What
and you had
games am I bringing
5
with me?
games. Come on, bro.
So Tetris has to be it. Like Tetris is endless, and that's why I love
Sure.
Tetris. So Resident Evil 4, let's get that in there. I don't have to do it in a particular order, right? I can
No.
just say
5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, Resident Evil 4. Fuck, there's gonna be games I'm gonna be like, see, there's games I want to finish too. I haven't finished that I feel like would be in my list. Like The Witcher was gonna be, Wild Hunt should be in that list.
Okay.
But it's like, do I put it in there because I never finished it? It's like, I don't know. There's other games too. It's like, why would I love it? It's because of the longevity.
Sure.
Here's the thing about The Witcher. I think it's great, but would I ever play it again?
There you go.
And you know what? To be fair, I played it again 3 times because I started 3 times, like 4 hours in. Like,
Okay.
at least 4 hours in each time. I would go 4 hours and stop, 4 hours and stop, 4 hours and stop. Like I would, you know, throughout the years that game's been out.
Mhm.
And I've only finally just started. Now I'm like 100 hours in to The Witcher.
Okay.
This goes so.
So you
I
got The
think
Witcher on there. You got
think
Tetris
I
on
might
there.
act-
You have Resident Evil on there.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4. See now, the rest of the stuff I feel like is stuff that I want to beat that I don't know if it's like gonna be good. Like
You had this was it, bro. Like these are the last 5 games you are going to play. That's it.
my life's over.
Not that your life's over. It's like you could be alive for the next 100 years. You're gonna make
I
it.
know,
You're
but,
gonna live to be a strong
I know
100
I
plus.
get over it real quick. I feel like I have to add a fighting game in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What fighting game do I like? See, I have to go different routes. Like I have my RPG.
Okay.
I have my puzzle game.
Sure.
And I have my survival horror. I gotta get a fighting game in there. I gotta get. Well, what's my most favorite fighting game? I have a brand of fighting games. I guess it'd be like a collection to like. I guess Street Fighter collection would be like there.
Okay. Hey, if
You
it's
know?
if it exists, there you go. Now you have a Street Fighter collection.
I feel like that'd be another thing, and then I have one more, right? Yeah, I have one more. Damn.
Let's see. You said Witcher,
Witcher.
Resident Evil 4, I'd assume.
Yep.
You said Tetris.
Tetris. Street Fighter.
One more.
Damn. This is just for nostalgic reasons, and pretty much for the same reason I like Resident Evil 4, I would say Metal Gear for the PlayStation.
Metal Gear Solid. Okay.
Mm-hmm. For PlayStation.
All right. And that's a pretty solid list. It's a pretty solid list.
Yeah, it's weird, but I'll take it.
Hey, I think Tetris is very much a deserving title to be on there.
Yeah. I
So
can't stop playing that game.
that's actually a really good one too for me. I'm thinking about it. You know. So I've done this and considered this multiple times for various reasons.
Okay.
First and foremost, Skyrim.
Okay.
Skyrim has to be
Okay.
on there for action adventure. I've already sunk in hundreds upon hundreds of hours into this game
Yeah.
already to begin with.
Yeah.
Easily one of my it's easily my favorite game. I'm nostalgic for some classic games like Zelda and Mario 3 and those
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
those games, but I can't say they're my favorite games because I don't see myself continuing to play it over and over again. No matter how many times I go to play Skyrim, I'm like, oh, let me just show you how to play Skyrim. I'm going to make this character. I'm going to go through it. I'll get you to the cave and then go into Whiterun. And then the next thing you know, like, you've already gone halfway through the map just showing someone what the game is about. Like, you find yourself wanting to play it again. So that's
Yeah.
definitely on there.
Yeah.
Second would be Breath of the Wild. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
That one is a very
These are great
close,
games.
very close second to Skyrim. If they were to put RNG quests, repeatable quests, in more customization to different areas, because I like the vastness of Breath of the Wild's map and its environments, but
Mhm.
you can cut away little pieces of that to add customization. Like in Skyrim, you had to it showed map comparisons. It's like 3 times the size of Skyrim. Why not sliver out a couple of please, kind of like Terrytown? I don't know if you ever played Breath of the Wild. Have you ever played it?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Terrytown.
I didn't play it to completion though, so.
Phenomenal game. So there's a
know.
little area that in this game where you can build a little town essentially by collecting materials, and it's awesome, right? And it feels like you've contributed your little piece to the game. Skyrim, you can do that 3 times with your houses. You can do that with the Dark Brotherhood. You can do that with a Thieves Guild. You can do that with these little factions. Not to mention too, as you build these towns, you make contacts where you can just keep doing quests over and over again for money and crafting armor and all of this other stuff. You can do that all forever in Skyrim. And not to mention too, with the modding community, it's gone even beyond the game. So that's why that makes number 1. Breath of the Wild makes number 2. If Breath of the Wild had elements like that in it, it would easily be my number 1. So there's 2. This is kind of controversial, but I love it, and I've played it over and over again. Sonic 3 with Knuckles for Sega.
Does it count if you add the other
Interlock
3
technology,
games?
man. It's one title. All right.
You know? Those are the rest of your games.
No way.
No, just kidding.
Just like you get your Street Fighter collection.
Hey, man. It's actually on one disc.
And it's such a toss-up between...
Or for that, you could just say, like, Genesis Collection, because then it would have all of it anyway.
Yeah, the Genesis collection. So there's 3. And the last 2 are tough, because there's a couple of titles now that are kind of creeped in just because of to like our point, the very longevity of it. I originally I really feel towards the like Master Chief collection. Okay, because again, there's a collection of really good. There's my dog, my cat. It's a collection of really good first-person shooters, and it's got that, Forge mode, and you can kind of find yourself doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff with that. Or BioShock. So those two, like, that's a tough call between, because I love BioShock because of the story, but the replayability isn't really there.
No,
Whereas
no.
in like the Master Chief Collection, I go into Forge and I'm making any amount of levels that I can, you know.
Yeah,
Um, so there's that customization, just like Skyrim. Um, so there's that, and then my final one would be either a toss up between a game like Animal Crossing, um, Stardew Valley, a simulator game because you
yeah.
can continue to randomize your islands, continue to like. I that game came out. It does not feel like that game came out almost 2 weeks ago. A game feels like it came out last like 4 days ago. I've put that many hours into the game, and it's you don't tell, you don't know, right? I'm sure you can
Yeah.
attest to that. You start to sit down and go, I'm going to do this to my part of the island. We'll get into Animal Crossing a little bit later. You know, you go to do this part of your island, and the next thing you know, 6 hours have gone by, and you're like, shit.
Well, I'll be fair. I slowed down my gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am not playing as much
Sure.
as was when it first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I got it. And I didn't get it day one, so I slowed down. I've realized pacing's probably going to be the best thing about that game for me.
Yeah.
And that's the benefit of that game. That game, you kind of take what you has so much to offer, so you could pretty much take whatever, do it however you want to do it. You
Sure.
know, it's the fun part of the game.
And
So I
then
still like it.
yeah, and then my last would be so it would be either that between that or a really good tactics based game.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
like so that would be mine. So
So
that like huh?
so we'll say Animal Crossing.
Sure, we'll say that for the
So
sake of argument.
Animal Crossing,
Mhm.
Halo, Sonic and Knuckles. I mean,
Skyrim,
Skyrim and
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it's good. Good
It's good.
list.
It's a good list.
Definitely. I was also debating put Animal Crossing on mine also, just because of the same reason. But I'm like, I'm still haven't been with it enough to know like if I'd still like if I lose interest
Sure,
for a little bit.
and I think that's why it's like you know that top five list because even in a situation like this, you have those other titles to rotate in and out. So keeps it
Yeah,
fresh.
but I'm trying to yeah. It's still good. It's still good.
It's still good.
Yeah, the games.
All right. So
Games get used.
before the show, we lifted the curtain. We were
Oh
talking
yeah.
about so that I mean there we go. That covers the shows, right? And we covered games.
Uh huh.
Um, Now board games. You mentioned board games, and before we lifted the curtain, we were talking about. You were mentioning how you want to talk about a Kickstarter, so that could lead us into our first topic of the day. Um, and this comes to you from the source. That's not the window that I wanted to maximize. It's from the Nerdist.
Okay.
So you were talking about a Kickstarter game that is the
2 days ago.
yeah the
Right.
child of a game called Gloomhaven. So we got Frosthaven, and it seems like this Kickstarter has already reached its goal, and it's raised over 5 million.
Yeah, the goal was 500,000, and it grew to 5 million. I got a message this morning, and I'm like, oh, this is it. It's gonna go to 5 million easily. I've
So
played the
I
previous.
okay. See, I was gonna say I'm a noob. I am like don't know anything about Gloomhaven. Don't know anything
Do you
about this
play any
Frosthaven.
tabletop board games?
I'm a D&Der. I like D and
So you play
D.
tabletop RPGs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, but have you played any involved board games though?
Uh, give me an example. Like I've played Munchkin. I've played Settlers of Catan. I've played.
Okay, that Settlers of Catan is pretty deep. Anything on the legacy level, like a legacy,
What do you?
something that has multiple scenarios, something that has a very long longevity, like like Risk is still Risk, even though like every time you play it'll be different, but
Yeah.
it's still Risk.
Right.
A board game where it has like the next time you pick it up, it's going to be a different game or a different rule set or something totally different, but it still has like certain mechanics
You're
to
talking
it.
about yeah, you're talking about D&D.
Yeah, yes, but an actual unfolds and you
Oh,
don't
gotcha,
have
gotcha, gotcha.
the it's not
Um,
pencil it's not pencil paper, it's literally pieces and board pieces and like yeah, there's a couple games that are like the legacy. Yeah, I think Pandemic Legacy was one of them. It was so appropriate. Gloomhaven. There's a lot of board games I have. They're not necessarily legacy based, but they are scenario based, and they have a lot of details.
so
Like I
walk us
have.
through it.
So anyway, let me go. Gloomhaven is a fucking 30-pound box of everything you need. It's literally like an RPG without the DM, which is part of the allure. Uh, I've only done maybe 5, 6 scenarios, uh, and I there's probably like 99 scenarios in the scenario book. It's basically a dungeon crawler esque type tactical strategy game. You know, you do have a character sheet, and the okay, those are like the technicalities of the game. But here's what makes this fuck because I've played games like this. I have tons. I have Ghostbuster themed. I have Resident Evil 2 themed board games. I have all that shit. What's my whistle about this game is that it has hidden content inside the box. So you start off with 6 characters, and there's like 15 other characters that you can unlock in a game, and you have no idea what they are because they come in individual little boxes that are sealed. And yes, you could be a douchebag and unlock all of them and open up the boxes and look at the pieces and look at the all the details,
Mm-hmm.
but you're ruining the point of the game. Like,
Sure.
so when you start your game, you get a card that says that this is what you have to do. Like, this is your like personal goal.
Mm-hmm.
And when you reach that personal goal, it tells you on the bottom of the thing to do something. And usually it's open this envelope that's sealed. They have a lot of sealed envelopes
Sure.
in this game.
Okay.
Or some of them is unlock a character. And then when you get to a certain point, you get to retire your character. And your character gets put in a book, and you don't play that character anymore. I mean, you could play another character of the same type, but you're never going to play that character again, and actually you'll see that character in town in the future. And this is a board game, and it's
Interesting.
amazing.
So
Very
now,
interesting.
so now they're coming out with Frosthaven.
Yes, it just looks like a sequel with pretty much dateless. It's if this is the same thing, the same exact thing, but a little bit more, that's fine.
So there's actually a video on this site.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and link here in our chat.
Okay.
So you can actually click on that site, and once you
I'm
let
gonna
me
do it on
know
my
when
phone.
you pull up that site, I'll play the video and we can time it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just do it on my phone, and then and I don't have to worry about syncing up on my laptop because I didn't bring it up.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm super excited for this to come out. Actually, it ends. I think the campaign ends on my birthday or the day after my birthday. I don't remember. The day before. I think no, May 1st. So the day before my birthday. So I'll probably get it. And it's a good price. I mean, it's expensive though.
Yeah.
I mean, let me stop myself. It is expensive for a board game.
How much is it?
The original Gloomhaven 40.
What? Say again.
$140.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, my dog's going crazy back there. All right, so let me know when you are ready, and we'll go ahead and kick off this Frosthaven, the prologue. Your journey begins.
Let's see. Alrighty then. Love it. It looks so good. I love it because it's like, you know, like a D&D like has like certain classes, like they just do it differently. You know, like not dwarves. They'll have these weird looking people. Where is that shit? Where is the fucking prologue thing?
To the very bottom.
Oh, it's on the bottom? Okay. Got it. Cool.
All right, you ready?
Yes. Go.
3, 2, and 1. Check this out.
With your
I can't say it.
With your... Oh.
With your head down, you march. One foot, then the other. You try to block out the pain,
That's cool.
the throbbing in your toes, the
throbbing
numbness
in
in your
toes.
face. Just keep the rhythm, you think.
Okay, so I see the little
One,
cardstock characters.
But the wind isn't so easily ignored. It claws at you, whipping up ice and snow like tiny hooks, making every
Oh, and then you
breath
have a map.
difficult.
Yeah.
And
Your
then they
skin
have like
is thick.
stickers
You
that you
always
put on the
prided
map.
yourself on that. But
And
nothing
then, like,
is
you
thick enough
watch
for
your
this.
fucking world grow.
You are walking through the north, through the frozen wastes, a place not meant for living things, where only the hard and the lost dare to go.
Oh, man.
Of course, that's probably why they hired you.
I'm intimidated
It's been
already.
10 days now.
It's very
10 days of plowing
It takes me
through
about, like,
snowdrifts as
20
high as your waist, and there's still no sign of the town. You're part of a reconnaissance
really
team,
fun. Like,
the
it's
first
really,
group
really
sent in
fun.
to check on the Empire's most distant outpost.
Most distant
Frosthaven.
outpost, Frosthaven.
It's a place forgotten by most of the world. A tiny settlement carved out of the frozen wilderness, which, for 6 months out of the year, is wholly cut
It's like-
off from the outside,
It's like that'd be the
isolated
game, like,
by
the
towering,
only game I'd
unbreachable
bring.
drifts. But as of last week, just enough snow has melted off the Imperial Pass for a team to get through.
Oh, snap.
So then, here
So
you
then,
are.
here you are.
No one really knows what awaits you in
Necromancer.
Frosthaven.
Yeah.
One struggles to imagine what
So,
sort of
I'm
people
excited
could
for that.
survive 6 months in a place like this.
Blade,
But whatever
blade.
waits, you hope, at the very least, they've left a fire going.
And it's so interesting, the gameplay too. Like that's another thing too. You build a deck of cards for your character.
There it is. So Frosthaven. Looks like they got an app.
Yes, this one's gonna have an app, an official app. The other one didn't quite have official app. So that's cool.
100 scenario narrative driven story.
Yep.
Narrative story.
And you choose where you want to go, what you want to do. It's fucking amazing. I kind of regret not playing it, like during this. It is a single player. You can play one. It's 1 to 4 players. So you can't play by yourself. It's another
Interesting.
thing about these board games. A lot of these very involved board games play by themselves. You can play by yourself.
I'm sure there's got to be some way to kind of hook it up with like a video chat, you know.
Oh no, yeah, there's tabletop scenario. It's simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plenty of people do that, but no, so I have to have the table, interact with people, snacks, you know.
Sure, sure. Yeah, it's part of the role play experience.
Yeah, it's not you don't, and again, it's not even like you have to worry about any role playing per se. I mean, you can, but for the
that's
most
the
part,
fun
it's,
of it.
it's the fun. You know what? I've played Pathfinder, so I'm all in the technical shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much where
I got some buddies that are Pathfinder buddies.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
I haven't played the new Pathfinder though, but I did play the original Pathfinder. So I'm definitely all about that strategic math.
The techromancer.
Yeah,
Technomancer.
like having the minis on the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nah, because I played D&D also, and you know, and it depends on the group, but
Correct.
I played Theater of the Mind groups.
Yep.
You know.
That's Vampire. Yeah, Vampire Masquerade. I've done that.
Yeah.
Right on. So that was that is Frosthaven. The Kickstarter was out. It's way modestly surpassed its goal. So that'll be coming out soon. So that's pretty cool. And then before the show too, you linked to me a couple of these videos.
Oh yeah.
By Mark. Go ahead. By Mark
Ribier.
Okay.
Ribier. Yeah, it's French. It's French.
French. Okay. So I got How to Funk in 2 minutes up here. So
okay.
Introduce this. What do we got going on here?
Okay, so I got introduced to this guy through somebody else, through a YouTuber that I watched who does DJing, and he remixed. He does so. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll tell you what he is. Is he? You know Reggie Watts?
No.
Okay, that's fine then. If you knew Reggie Watts, and you kind of know what this guy does. Basically, he has a keyboard, a looper, and his laptop.
Okay.
And a microphone. So basically, he makes a song by himself, and he makes songs by himself off the top of his head.
Okay.
And that is his thing. And this is the first video is a nice short little something.
Okay.
Of him actually doing that, and it's called How to Funk in 2 minutes. So he's gonna make a funk song on the fly, in real time, off the top of.
So you said you found this guy going through a rabbit hole of YouTube, right?
Yeah. Well, YouTube. No. I follow this DJ, and he remixed his shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and then I was like, okay, and I just looked him up, and I was like, oh, I like this guy a lot. You know, he improvs, he's funny, he does a stream. He'll do a 2-hour where they'll be like, he'll interact with people. You can call him, and he'll talk about something, and then he'll make a song about it.
Okay. So this is 2 minutes, 27 seconds. How to funk.
Yes. All right, and let me. You want me to count it down?
Sure. Yep.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
How to funk in 2 minutes. Shaker.
More shaker. More. And he's usually like in his robe too.
Digging that stash, bro. That's what I'm just doing with mine. I'm just letting it grow. Let it grow through the whole quarantine. See how long it gets.
Do it.
And my hair too, bro. I'm gonna let this bad boy grow the whole quarantine. Okay, now just maybe.
It's true. He's that bass, man.
Impossible for me not to fall in love with you, baby. You,
basically freestyles too.
Yo, let's do it, baby girl. Gotta do it like that, yo. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. No! Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight.
Mark Riviere.
Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me.
All right, I see
Go ahead,
you.
baby. Tell me that you love me
I
tonight.
see you.
Homie would go to bars and just be like at bars, just like with his setup, and then just literally just talking, interacting with people, and making songs off the top of the head.
And we have another one. A
Yeah,
Day
we
in
have another one
Amsterdam.
that I feel like it shows off his freestyling a little bit more.
Okay.
It's not like he freestyle like raps, but everything he's saying is like off the top of his head. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know.
So I was
What?
looking. He's got about 630 something K subscribers. So he's got a
Yeah.
following. He's out there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So day
he's
16
talented.
in Amsterdam.
Yeah, he did some European tour like not too long ago,
Okay.
last year. All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and go. He does different styles too. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there he did funk. He did like a trap beat like before. He did some techno ass shit. And he'll sing. And I just like love his weird shit.
And you see, he's added on a little goatee since the last video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the tour.
Yeah.
He's like in a little little room in Amsterdam.
I see that. It's like a prison room.
Yeah. But
I
it
like how he
sounds
gets
so
into
good.
it too. Like, he bobbing, bro. Like,
Oh, he goes crazy. You'll see him in a second. He goes wild. I just love how he makes this beat off the top of his head. Like, just, all right, I'm just gonna. That's the way you do it, though.
yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he's
He's feeling it.
grab the mic. There you go. Grab the
I love
mic.
his shirt.
Yeah.
It's getting late at night. I'm in my laboratory. I just finished my work and yo, I wanna let it out. Yeah, baby, guess I'm gonna take a little bitty drink. I'm gonna take a drink. I'm gonna take a little bitty drink of the potion. Maybe I take a little drink of the potion. I take a drink of the potion. Get it, baby, get it off the shelf. I take a cork out. Glug, glug, glug to the glug to the glug, glug. Damn, that's
Glug to the
delicious.
glug glug.
I feel the rage growing inside. Oh, what's that sensation? Today I was Dr. Jekyll, but tonight I'm Mr. Hyde. Oh, Jekyll and Hyde.
Here we go.
Jekyll and
Yeah.
Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde.
Something very similar to what we saw in the last video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Goddamn
I just
it.
like we put it all together.
Yo, how you
doing, bitch? Yo, it's high. I'm coming through in this bitch. Damn, I opened up the doors of the laboratory. Yo, everybody needs to clear the fuck out, cause I'm going insane in this bitch. I gotta move that lamppost. I'm gonna take that lamppost and kill 20 people. And then I'm gonna walk on down the street. I'm a Rottweiler. I need something to eat. I'm gonna tear shit up. It's Mr. Hyde, baby, and I'm fucking you up. I'm on a murder town, baby, murder all day. Yo, I murder all night. This is how I do. I said it. Mr. Hyde, I'm fucking you up. Mr. Hyde, I'm up in the cut. Mr. Hyde, what you gonna do about it? I said, Mr. Hyde, I'm talking
Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll
and Hyde.
Goddamn, baby.
Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde, baby. Hey, yo, it's Jekyll and Hyde. Hey, yo, you better
go.
watch out, bitch.
That's him, Mark Ribier.
Mark Ribier. Go check him out. Go check his YouTube out. That video was at 284K. That was done February of last year. So
He was on
630K subscribers on that guy.
He was on Sway in the Morning.
Nice.
Yeah, he got on, and you should watch that. You know, get a chance on your free time because that one was interesting because he had his setup, but like I almost felt like the first like half of that interview like was almost a setup because he was like setting up and working out the kinks of like and I was just like, you know, and they kept on trying to like saying he should use their microphone, but I'm like, no, because he needs to be able to, you know, do his thing. Like, don't fuck up his. I felt like they were sabotaging him a little, but then he starts and he does it, and they're just like, holy shit! Like he does a whole freestyle about Sway in the Morning. Like he just whole song off the top of his fucking head, and they were just like, oh shit, you're really fucking good. It was awesome. It was really awesome.
Definitely have to check that bad boy out.
Yeah, he's definitely helped me get through a lot of these dull moments. I'm telling you that. It's just he's just funky. Like it makes me want to dance. Makes me want to like get up and just like, yep.
Dude, it's the time, man. It's the time to create content. It's the time to reach out and to connect. Streaming services and online viewers, like streaming content creators, are up 83%. Clearly, obviously, you're not going out. You're at home. You're looking for something to entertain yourself. You're gonna find yourself looking through YouTube, Twitch, and or all of your streaming services. So it's up 83%, bro. So now's the time.
With that.
Hey, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna be here playing Animal Crossing, playing Smash Brothers, Pokemon, whatever. I'm not going anywhere. So.
That's right.
So speaking of which, on to a little bit of video game news. So I'm sure everybody already heard. I posted on the We Like It Nerdy Facebook page. Let's move on to Vita Games. And Nintendo releasing, or rumored to be releasing, it's been confirmed, but with the games are rumored. Nintendo's making, in the works of making, and this is coming to you from Polygon.com. Super Mario remasters coming to Nintendo Switch for the 35th anniversary. So it says we're going to get a new. I mean, everybody's talked about it. We've kind of heard about it. We're going to be getting a new Paper Mario for that. But the rumor is that it's going to be Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario 64, and Super Mario Sunshine is the rumored titles to be remade, which is cool. I haven't played Super Mario Galaxy. That was a title I missed out on. I heard it was super good. I mean, Super Mario 64 was revolutionary. so I'm pretty pumped to see that one come back. And
Remastered?
remastered, bro.
Wait, like, am I thinking of it the wrong way? Like redone, or just the same game but just up-resed and
I'm assuming it's gonna be remastered in the Odyssey engine.
see that I'm excited for. That would be amazing.
So yeah, reports Super Mario remasters.
Hmm. Well, maybe no. That would be then it would be a remake. I don't know. Either way, even if they were to just up-res it and bring it, that'd be fun.
So,
Like they did with the DS, right?
dude, I think it's gonna be a whole like upgrade, facelift.
You think so?
That's how I take.
I'm
remasters.
so funny about the remade, remastered, and like I never know the difference.
Yeah. Well, because I think it carries a different like connotation depending on like who's saying it.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
because like Final Fantasy remake is a remake, and Resident Evil 2 remake is a remake. So remaster, I'm trying to think of what games has remaster on it.
Dragon Quest.
Remastered?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just the same game but up-resed?
No. They 3D. They made a 3D version, and then you were able to switch to the old version.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, like what they did with what's Crash?
BioShock?
Spyro.
Yeah, weren't they
Well,
remastered?
BioShock says that it's just a remaster.
Right. This is a remaster.
Right, but then it's the same game. It just looks, it just runs.
Skyrim remastered.
It was the same game.
Right. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. So
Okay,
that's
so it's gonna be the same game, but it just looks better as far as like smoother polygons.
yeah.
I'm just what do they Crash, the new Crash and stuff like that, and Spiral? What do they call that? That's PlayStation, but
Well, they came with the
Crash.
Switch too.
oh yeah.
He's looking it up, folks.
Yeah, they just call it Insane Trilogy. What do they consider that? Because that's the same game, but
Sure.
they totally redid the graphics. So what is that considered? Remasters. Yeah, remasters. Okay. So yeah, if they do that, that'd be great. In the vein of like where the game is the same, but it just
Mhm.
looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's cool.
would get that. Well, so there, and again, there are rumors, folks. There's a lot of different publications reporting on. I know IGN, the Nerdist, Polygon, Kotaku, and everyone has different ideas of what it's going to be. Whether it's going to be, Super Mario Sunshine. I mean, but it all seems to be very similar in what their titles are, being Super Mario Sunshine 64 and then Galaxy, and then a new Paper Mario. I in my perfect world, I would love to see the classics somewhere on there, like a Super Mario All Stars. But I know that's not going to happen because you have the NES, Nintendo Online, and you have the Super NES, and I think those Marios are already on there, so that kind of defeats the purpose. But hey, grateful either way. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Some Mario remakes.
And Mario doesn't even have to do that.
There you go.
I mean, like I'm playing Mario Maker 2, and I'm just like, this game's fantastic.
Hell yeah. Odyssey's was dope. Luigi.
Oh, Odyssey was fantastic also. So good. If you like your 3D Marios, Odyssey. If you like the classic 2D style, Mario Maker. And can't
Right.
really go wrong with any of those games if you like Mario.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Solid.
Another
for the 30.
another thing in video game news, which I thought was pretty cool, again being reported here by the Nerdist. that Pokemon Go will soon let you participate in raids from home. So that's going to be interesting because Pokemon Go is known for being that outdoorsy game, and you figure they obviously are clearly getting impacted by the virus and everything going on, right? Because you have to go out and do stuff. But to help players of Pokemon Go, because there was some dude that got arrested in Italy because he refused to stay quarantined or go in because he wanted to play Pokemon Go.
Yikes.
um,
That's
but
scary.
right, but the developers are working a way to allow you to participate in raids from home, so you don't have to go to these certain locations to battle like these Pokemon. You can do it from the comfort of your couch. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I personally find it very interesting because I am anyone who watches my stream knows I'm a big avid Pokemon Go player. I haven't been as active as I have been in the past. I've missed a couple of these last raids, but I'm big in I'm in my local community out here. We go and we hit raids, and a lot of the community they're following. I'm proud of the Pokemon community over here in New Mexico because for the most part they've been staying in their cars or staying in at home, but still communicating in like the community apps that they use. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pokemon stay.
Pokemon stay, don't go. And then finally, the last thing that we had, some more news, and this coming out of Variety. Rick and Morty season 4 to return. It looks like that's coming back on May 3rd. So
It's the rest of that season, or
Yep.
the beginning of that season.
the rest of the season.
Okay. Cool.
So that'll be coming out. So at least we can, after we get through this month in April, we'll get some more Rick and Morty to follow.
Nice.
So did you
I've
pull any
only
good?
I guess I didn't see any of season 4 yet.
I haven't seen any of season 4 either.
Yeah, I definitely see season 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I saw all of those as well. Great show.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Super
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So that pretty much wraps it up, man. Did you do any April Foolin' today? Get anybody?
Fuck, no, yeah, okay, so I got caught, and I got caught early in the morning. I looked at something because it was too credible. Like, it made, like, something, you read up something and you're like, oh, but that could happen, and then it was like, psych, and I was just like, alright, like, it's not, and when I look back, I'm like, no, it really could have happened. It's not something that I feel like is that ridiculous. What it was for me was the Tony Ferguson versus Habib fight is canceled for the 5th time because of this virus. That's true. What the April Fool's is that Conor McGregor was going to take the spot of Habib, and it was just went on and on and how that panned out. And then at the end of the article, it was like, psych, April Fools, and I was just like, I don't know, that seemed very believable to me. I was like, I got caught though.
I liked. Of course, people are gonna try to get you with like your. It's tough to pull some on me. I just like to go now and look for the ones that are humorous. Like the Nerdist, the one we've been reading some sources off of today. They released that April Fool's that the cat butthole version of Cats is now available.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago though.
So, I liked that
They
one.
just can't get off that, yo.
No, they can't.
They can't get off the butthole.
And then of course you had your Mario Kart Ultimate. Everybody's here kind of pranks, but no, I had a couple ideas in mind, but I wasn't gonna go and I was gonna do those, but for the sake of the victims,
Yeah.
so I didn't do anything myself, but I like going out and reading some of those funny things that other people are doing. So
I automatically had this song in mind. I'm gonna play it through my phone, so I think we'll be fine. You know this song? Not familiar.
No, it's cutting in and out.
Oh, how about from here?
Mm-mm. Can't tell.
I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the.
Got-
No
got-
exception to the rule.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Everybody plays the fool.
Everybody plays a fool.
That's how I felt this morning. As soon as I woke up, that song was playing in my head.
The whole.
Damn, I got.
The
But you know
whole-
what? Everybody plays a fool
That's
sometimes.
Shoot, the world is playing a fool right now. That's what I'll tell
Yes,
you.
they are. Yep.
All right, sir. So another successful episode in the books, man. How you feel about it?
I survived the whole thing. It's crazy. I can't
All
believe
right.
it.
We did. We got through it again. So where can the folks find you, bruh?
So you're again here, but I spend money to keep my podcast up. But the check went through.
Didn't bounce.
Didn't bounce. Yesterday I paid for my podcast to continue. So I'm just trying to survive this pandemic. Once this pandemic is done, I'll get back to normal. The podcast will be back up. I'll have interviews with people, and have a better setup than what I have right now. Because right now I'm in like a transition phase and same song. But that is my news, though. I did pay for one more year of Don't Feed the Animals, so it will still be up,
There you go.
and I can still put out more stuff.
So go check out Don't Feed the Animals. I think he's a couple of months behind on there, but go check them out. They're good episodes.
Yeah. A lot of months behind. The episode you and me did was good.
Yeah, it was a great episode. It's what kind of it's what birthed this show.
Aha. See?
So definitely go check that one out.
Yeah.
As always, folks, you can find me right here over at twitch.tv, the babe underscore WLIN. You could catch me on, and you can catch all these recorded videos and the previous episodes on YouTube at the babe WLIN. And then you can catch me on Instagram at the Nerdy Rojas, and then you can catch me on Facebook at We Like It Nerdy. So I'm all over the social medias, so check me out. Also, the Babe WLIN on Twitter. There you go. I don't really tweet much. I mostly retweet stuff, but then I also do that on the Facebook too. So, anywhere, all those places, you can catch me there. And as always, Ecto J, you want to go ahead and wrap us up?
Even though we're supposed to be practicing social distancing, there's still plenty of room at this mini table.
That's right. That always sounds good. There's plenty of room over here at the mini table. Thanks for stopping by and chit-chatting with us. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.